All right, shalom, shalom, it's your brother Wild Rum. You're back with another lesson, Lord willing. It be edifying. I want to start by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Waha, Rakak Wadash, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai. Dub honors to the apostles, elders, bishops of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. Shalom to the 144,000 men of the Lord. You see on the highways and byways prophesying in the name and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, also in the correct doctrine. I want to send a shalom to the 1/3 men, women, and children that will escape the judgments of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai by that faith. You got another lesson I want to bring out through the Spirit of the Lord, man. As Babylon the Great have taught our women that they are the prize, and it's totally opposite of what the Lord had set up. And the man is the prize, man. And that's why our women suffer so much emotional stress, so much detachment from what they are meant to be. They don't have no guidance. They rule everything with emotions and not with understanding. And this is a hard pill to swallow for our women because you're not set up to be alone. You're not set up to rule over a man. You're set up to be in order, man. And I've been in lessons on this. Our apostles and elders have done many lessons, but I want to bring out this lesson, man. The man is the prize, not the other way around. As you see right here, the woman says that despite being married for 7 years to the perfect husband, she is still unhappy and feels like she married the wrong person. Now, you would look at this and be like, what is your purpose in life then? Just be out here and run free and do whatever you want to do? You weren't designed to be that way. So let's get into these videos and hit some scriptures, and Lord, will it be edifying.
It's just not worth it dealing with someone else every single day of your life. Every day. I've been married for about 7 years, and I don't even know if this is worth it. Like, and not saying that there's anything necessarily wrong. There's nothing wrong, and that's the point. Like, I don't even know why I'm upset. I'm just, like, not thinking that I made the right decision. Like, and I have a good man. I do. And that's not the point. The point is, it's like, you really do lose yourself. You lose your sense of individuality. You lose your sense of peace. And this could be even to a good man. Like, you're gonna lose something, and I don't think it's worth it. Like, at all. I've always had a dream of, like, getting out of my hometown's, like, city and moving on, like, moving forward. Like life is supposed to be experience. Like, we're supposed to be doing new things and traveling and
She don't understand her purpose. She wants to run wild and have no handcuffs on her, so to speak.
I don't know if I want to continue doing this every single day of my life. Like, always checking in with someone, always having to consider their feelings, it's always somebody else. You're never alone. Even if it's absolutely worth it, I don't think it is. Even if you found the most perfect man, it's not worth it. It's not. Like, it's always gonna be best to just, like, be alone. And maybe that's why so many men tell older women they're gonna be alone and be so sad. I'm sad with a great man. Like, imagine living a fairy tale and it's nothing like you imagine it. You're living your little fairy tale and it's not what you want. It's not what you want. Even if you think that you want it, even if it's exactly what you dreamed of, it's still just, I feel.
Now you can tell that the girl has heavy demons on her. And, I can't speak on everything she probably done went through, but a lot of women want a man that's a good man that's gonna take care of them and guide them and be the head of the household. She wants the total opposite, and that's why she said that. That's why men say you're gonna die alone, and I'm certain that no woman wants to die alone. Now, she wants to get out and run the streets, and then when they're running the streets is over, she's going to be looking for a man, and it's going to be too late, man. Nobody's going to be checking for her. And that's the reason why so many of our women are single. Is because they lack the wisdom of a real woman. They might not have seen it growing up, and they might not have experienced a man growing up, or they might just been sheltered and not been able to see the real world, or they've been around a friend that has a relationship and didn't work out, and now they free to run and do whatever they want to do, and you want to basically follow their footstep, and that's only going to lead to you being miserable in your future. Now check this video out. This girl right here is pretty much has an understanding of her role and of what a role of a woman is. Now I don't want to play. See how Satan work. Exit out of it and go right back.
You know what? I can't even ride for black women no more because it really be the black women that be hating the most on me. For real. Like dead ass. It really be them. For real. Dead ass. Because a lot of y'all really upset because you think I'm a pick me when all I'm doing is telling you how I've been making it through life. All I've been doing is telling you exactly how my struggles and shit that I've been through. But all of a sudden, because you're insecure, I'm a pick me bitch. Argumentative, combative. Can't submit. You say you can't submit because that man doesn't pay all your bills. But yet, even if a man did pay all your bills, you still wouldn't be able to submit because you're not a submissive, feminine type of female. And that's why you have so much problems dating. That's why you have so much problems finding a man. Don't no nigga want to argue with you. Don't no man want to come home and hear your goddamn mouth. But when I say it, I'm a pick me. Oh, okay. You know what? A lot of y'all don't even know how to submit because you ain't never seen that shit. You never seen a woman actually cater and bow in the presence of a man. You never seen it. It's not even your fault. But when you got somebody that's telling y'all how to do it, now I'm gonna fucking pick me. Because I said buy that man something every now and then, now I'm gonna pick me. Because I say don't walk around that man toe up all fucking day long just because that's your nigga, I'm gonna pick me. Come on now. Come on now, make it make sense. If you do the math and make it make sense, I'll actually be on your side. But it ain't adding up. Because I never, not once tore down a black woman. Not one fucking time. But y'all gonna come on my page and tear me down because you're insecure. Because your man's on my page. Because your man's a follower. Because your man's a subscriber. Because your man's in my comments. Because your man's in my likes. Well, maybe if your man's always up in my shit, then maybe you should just stop being a hating ass bitch and learn the classes and session. Get you a notepad and a pen. Submission ain't got nothing to do with a nigga paying bills. Submission has everything to do with you believing in your man and you knowing your man has a plan. Shut the fuck up, fall in line, and y'all will get some goddamn where, but you can't shut up. That's your problem. You don't know when to stop fucking talking. Because I be wanting to beat y'all asses too. But I don't even be having time to give y'all hating ass, miserable ass bitches time in the comments. But I got time today because I'm on my fucking phone. Find somebody else to goddamn play with. You don't have to like, click, or fucking subscribe. Just keep fucking scrolling, ho.
And you see it, you know what I'm saying? She ran it down. And it makes sense. But the woman in this society is totally backwards because they have been taught that they are the prize, man. And that's what's wrong with them. Now check this video out.
My daddy said that women be nagging to their husbands while their husbands be nagging to the other woman. My dad said that men never really nag to their wives about things that they don't like. That men will just hold it in and wait until they completely blow up or they're ready to break up to tell you everything that they don't like that you have been doing over the last couple of years. Where women, we are a lot more upfront with our emotions. We usually try and handle things right as they arise, and men, they don't. You might have done something to tick that man off, and we'll never know. And it be something that was so major that it caused him to want to either cheat or leave the relationship, but he never addressed it. That is why people talk about communication is such a big issue for them, because of shit like this. Women always are the ones to nag and complain or be called complainers, always got something to say. But you never really hear that rhetoric from men. And you know why? Because they're never complaining to their wives. They're never talking to their wives. They're complaining on their wife to the other woman or the woman that they're going to replace them with. See, it really sucks when you find out that your man is having a side piece with other woman, because you don't know none of her business. But she knows all of yours. She know that weird thing that you be doing. She know the way your breath smell in the morning. She know you probably got a missing pinky toe and all that, because your husband ran over there and told her all of that. Because he needed to have a reason as to why he didn't want to mess with you no more. See, the other woman needs to hear a reason why you're over there. And some men come with a list. Oh, she out of shape. She don't look good anymore. Her titties sag. This is gone. This is the food ain't even all that no more. They be having a list of reasons why they don't want to deal with you no more before they finally walk out. So to all the women that like to come to this platform and act so surprised and so shocked, baby, just let it go, because I promise you that man been had a list of shit that he didn't like about your ass way before you can even imagine that he probably had that list before y'all was even fucking married.
Spot on, man. I mean, I don't know how, pillow talk, but shit, if you're not doing what you're supposed to do, man, man, Jake will look for somebody else, man. That's simple and plain. Because there's too many women out here that's wanting and looking for a man that do what he does, man. And I mean, that's just straight up. Because the way of the world today is not going to be the way of the kingdom of heaven. And that's the mindset that the world is being turned to. The kingdom of heaven.
Men need multiple wives. Yeah, I said it. One can be in charge of cooking, one can be in charge of cleaning, one can be in charge of the kids, the finances. Think of how much ground you can cover if there's more than one wife for that king. All right, then. If that guy's protecting, providing, making sure the house is good, y'all are good, what is the problem? And I don't want to hear, oh no, that's cheating. No, baby girl, it's bigger than that. There's an order, there's a structure to it. Kings deserve an empire. What is wrong with having more than one woman that can come, put in, provide, and you guys can take care of each other? Like, there's no better sense of unity. I stand by it all the way. And I don't want to hear, what about the woman? What about the woman? It's not the same. Men spread the legacy. It's totally different. So women, do not compare yourself to the men. It's totally different. Take it how you want to take it, but I have no regret to what I said. Let's make this a universal thing where men have more than one wife. Okay? Okay.
And that's why so much turmoil, I can't get it out. Turmoil is in these households, man. Because the woman does not look at her man as a king. Slocky. And they'll look at, these Christian churches and have you thinking uh, God is your husband. Well, Jesus said Jesus is your husband. No, man, your husband is your husband. That's who the Lord set you up to be with. And a lot of our women have been taught that they are the prize. You should control your household. You should be in charge of the money. All of this, man. And it's opposite of the way the Lord had it set up, man. And men will have multiple women. And that's just the way it's going to be, man. And all that mindset of being jealous or cheating, all that's going to be out the window. Because we're coming into these times that it's going to be a time like never before on the face of the earth. And that mindset of I'll be by myself and I can do all by myself is going to lead you to death. Let's start here in Isaiah 13 in verse 12. And it says, I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wages of Ophir. A precious gold, man. The Lord is making us more precious than fine gold, man. And that spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua is in his men. This is Isaiah 4 and verse 1. It says, and in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name. And see what a woman does when she gets married to a man. She takes on his name to take away our reproach, to protect his woman, to provide for his woman. This is the way of the world we're coming into, man. The man is going to be more precious than anything you can find, especially in these times we're coming into, and in the kingdom of heaven, man. The spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua is on his men. And that's why we bring these lessons out, because this is the way of the world, man. The way of the world of Israel. You blacks, Hispanic, and Native Americans. This is where we're going to. The old world we in now is fading away fast, man, until it physically is perished. This is Isaiah 24 and verse 3. The land shall be utterly emptied and utterly spoiled, for Yahweh Shem Yahushua have spoken this word. And we know that this place is finna pass away, man. It's already spoken. The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languish and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. And our people are suffering, man. They're languishing. It says, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance. See, they have changed the ordinance, the way of the world, man. The way of the scriptures. They have changed that. And we're under the inhabitants who defile the earth, and that's Esau, Edom, man. It says, broken the everlasting covenant, therefore have the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. See that? They are desolate. These people are destroyed, man. And you done seen all of the news how these YNs, the Lord is having the left hand, Esau, go after. Setting them up for a sore slaughter, man. And you're going to know who the men of the Lord is very soon, man. It says, therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left. And those few men is going to be the elect. Those are the men the Lord is going to have a hedge of protection over. Because the Lord is going to take this place down, man. And our women don't look at us as kings or rulers or men of the Lord. They don't look at us like that. But it's soon to change. That's soon to change, man. Because the Lord is dealing with men. And he set up men to teach his word to other men and women. This is, I'm going to start at verse 20. It says, this is Ezekiel 39 and verse 20. It says, thus ye shall be filled at my table with horses and chariots, with mighty men, and all men of war, said Yahweh Shem Yahushua power. And we was looked at by the Lord as mighty men. Let me continue on. It says, verse 21, it says, and I will set my glory among the heathen, and all the heathen shall see my judgment that I have executed, and my hand that I have laid upon them. So the house of Israel shall know that I am Yahweh Shem Yahushua, their power, from that day and forward. And the heathen shall know that the house of Israel went into captivity for the iniquity. See, for their iniquity. And see, that's why we're in captivity now, man. That's why our women don't look at us as mighty men or kings or rulers. They don't look at us like that, because we sinned against the Lord and the Lord brought us down. That's why they feel like they're the prize, because the left hand, Esau, has put this spirit on them to think that way, man. They put it in their minds by advertising and giving them jobs and benefits and being able to go to college and getting shit. Just as small as thing like getting income tax, child support. These things have tarnished the power that we had over our household, man. Continuing on, verse 23, it says, And the heathen shall know that the house of Israel went into captivity for their iniquity, not because of Esau had power. No, we went into captivity for our iniquity. It says, because they trespassed against me, therefore hid I my face from them. See that? The Lord, he hid his face from us, man. Our power. See, how about Shemi Awashai is a power source for the children of Israel, man. We don't do things on our own. We ain't Hercules, man. We're Israelites. And our power source is Yahweh by Shemi Awashai, man. So when the Lord turned his face from us, that was our power, man. It says, and gave them into the hand of their enemies. So fell they all by the sword. And that's what our people have been dying right now, by the sword, man. Esau, Edom. And see, the Lord gave us up over to our enemies. That's what our people still to this very day don't understand, man. Esau is our enemy. According to their uncleanness and according to their transgressions, have I done unto them and hid my face from them. See that? The Lord hid his face from us. This is Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. And that's our power. And he hid his face from us. It says, therefore, thus said Yahweh Bashem Yahushua power, now will I bring again the captivity of Jacob and have mercy upon the whole house of Israel. See that? That's what we patiently wait for. That's when our women will know this is the Lord, man. He is with our man. He says, therefore, thus say Yahweh Bashem Yahushua power, now will I bring again the captivity of Jacob and have mercy upon the whole house of Israel. And I will be jealous for my holy name. Yasharallah, man. So the Lord placed his name on us. And he's soon to give us he's soon to give us our rightful place back in the earth, man. We're soon to be redeemed. 26, it says, after that they have bore their shame. See that? We're bearing our shame now. Not being over our women. Being under our oppressor. Having to be subject under payments. This is what we had to suffer, man. We had to bear our shame for the iniquities of our forefathers, man, which is us coming back. It says, and all their trespasses whereby they have trespassed against me, when they dwell safely in their land, and none made them afraid. When I have brought them again from the people and gathered them out of their enemy's land. And that's what the Lord is finna do, man. He's finna gather the elect from all the four corners of the earth and bring us back to our land. It says, and I am sanctified in them in the sight of many nations. And that's what I was saying, man. The Lord is finna show you who his men and women are. And a man is a cover for his woman. You read about that, was in First Corinthians 14, I want to say. But the man is a cover for his woman. A lot of women are going to be saved by their husband. A lot of women, the majority of the women, I would say, are going to be saved because of the Lord had them connected to a man of the Lord and had mercy on his house. Continue on. It says, verse 27, one more time. It says, when I have brought them again from the people and gathered them out of their enemy's land, out of their enemy's lands, and am sanctified in them in the sight of many nations. Then shall they know that I am Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, their power, which caused them to be led into captivity among the heathen. See that? The Lord led us into captivity among the heathen because we transgress against the Lord, man. We sin against the Lord. It says, but I have gathered them unto their own land and have left none of them at any more there. Let me read that one more time. It says, but I have gathered them unto their own land. And that's what we soon to have, our own land back. And have left none of them any more there. Neither will I hide my face any more from them. For I have poured out my spirit upon the house of Israel, said Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. That's what the Lord's doing now, man. Pouring his spirit on his elect to bring out his message before the judgment comes. And the Lord is soon to gather and redeem us. So as you see right here, the heading of it, Israel to be restored. And that's his men about to be restored back to the predominance on the earth, man. Back to rulership on the earth. And the whole earth is waiting for that. The whole earth is waiting for us to be back in power. This is Exodus 15 in verse 3. Yahweh Shem Yahushai is a man of war. See that? The Lord is a man of war. Yahweh Shem Yahushai is his name. See, the Lord is a man of war. And he made us men of war as well, man. And I was going to bring out a couple of points in our past of men of war. And I mean, I just put it in there and just put in men of war. But the Lord always chose men of war. He didn't choose women of war. It was always men of war. And I, just like I said, I was just going through, just going into history of war that we had with other nations, even a civil war amongst ourselves. The Lord chose men. He didn't choose any women. He didn't choose no women. I just want to hit this one right here in Judges. It was a civil war amongst the children of Israel. Judges 20 and 17, it says, and the men of Israel beside Benjamin, this was like a civil war amongst our people, were numbered 400,000 men that drew swords. All these were men of war. See that? All these were men of war. It wasn't no women of war. The Lord chose men to fight, not women. And now we're in a spiritual war at this time, man. And he chose men to go and bring this word out to bring the nation of Israel back, man. The elect of the nation of Israel. Let me say it like that. And it's not meant for a woman to be teaching in the streets on YouTube and all of this. You can teach other women, but for the most part, the war is among men. It's not a battle where you should have posting scriptures and being your voice getting heard. It's not meant for you to be in the forefront of this fight, man. It's meant for you to play the background and support. But it's other in our history of men that fought in war. It wasn't women fighting, and it's no different to this day, man. It's no different to this very day. And the Lord is a man of war. That's why he dwells among men. And let's prove that. This is Revelations 21. This is Revelation 21 in verse, I'll just keep the point in verse 2 and 3. It says, and John saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, come down from power out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, behold, the tabernacle of power is with men. See that? The tabernacle of the Lord is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people. And power himself, see that? Power himself, the Lord is a man of war, man, shall be with them and be their power. See that? The Lord is among men. And this is soon to be seen. The Lord is dealing with men. And men, not only men, but men of the Lord, man. The men of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Let me hit one more before I take off. I know it's got to get a lesson prepared for tomorrow, street teaching. So I'm gonna just want to hit this because I didn't get to do it Friday. I had to work later than usual. This is 1 Timothy's 2, and just hit the point. Verse 14, it says, and Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression. See that? The woman is a weaker vessel. The woman is a weaker vessel. And you can read it, instructions to women. You can read all of this, but I just want to hit the point here. showing you that the woman is the weaker vessel than the man. That's just the way the Lord had it set up. He said, notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing. See, a lot of our women are going to be saved to bear children, not because they were so powerful and it was the Lord had them ruling and had them fighting the battles, these spiritual battles that the men are fighting. No, and not saying the woman doesn't have a role. You know what I'm saying? A lot of our people get simple and think, well, if I can't do this, I ain't got nothing. No, man. The Lord got you a role, and that's to be the support system for your men, to be in the right mind. 15 again, it says, notwithstanding, being a pillar of rest for your man. That's what you're supposed to be doing, man. If you need, simple instructions. But verse 15 it says, notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing if they continue in faith. See that? You're gonna be saved in childbearing if you continue in faith and charity and holiness with sobriety. Plain, man. So you have instructions. You have instructions, man. So Lord, when it was edifying, man, it's there. Shalom. Shalom.